Hello everyone, welcome back. Now we're going to be looking at the 12A AME cutoff predictions, so let's get into it. So once again, we're looking at the front end of the test. So if you guys have watched the 10A video, what we noticed in the first 10 was that there were a lot of Bashy and soluble problems. So this is also evident on the 12A, where you can see a same problem 2, the Bashy problem. Then you can see the same trippy problem 6. But the thing on the 12 which stands out is that since it's like a harder test, what happens is a lot of problem indices from the 10 get shifted all the way down, like a lot of shift. And also new topics are introduced like trig, complex numbers, logarithms. So the test gets a lot harder, driving the cutoffs lower than the 10. Like one thing which stands out to me is that problem 7, like it's a crazy vectors problem, which actually requires a really good conceptual understanding of vectors. So like having like a problem like that this early in the test, this is pretty hard because one, it's soluble, and two, you actually have to like understand the idea of like pairing vectors and like how they get added. Now another notorious problem was problem 8. This tripped many people up because like once you get all excited about solving the stuff inside the big log, like here, you'd like forget that negative things can't go inside the log, which like caused many people to mess up this problem. So already it's like not looking very good in the first 10, like a lot of hard and soluble problems. But then the thing which makes it worse is that you guys recognize this one, problem 9. This was, I believe, problem 16. I know it was problem 14, I think, on the 10. But then you also have problem 11. This was problem 18 on the 10. And problem 12. This was problem 19 on the 10A. So like the big shift down, as we talked about in the routine problems. So like what's happening is that the routine problems to solve are like concentrated in the 1 to 15 range. There aren't really any freebies in the back end of the test, like just crazy hard problems. Like for example, like this one, it's pretty hard to see the 10. This one you had to like understand the problem first, and like even 20 requires some like really deep thinking. So like just based on like the lack of freebies in the back, like 18, this is like a new idea also. So like it's just like really rough in the back end. So like all the freebies I'd say are limited to like 1 through 15. Like 15, easy problem, you factor. But like just due to like the roughness of like all the routine and like gettable problems for like people competing for the qualification, just being in the front, I think like this like causes the test to have an extremely low cutoff. So honestly, I predict that the cutoff is actually going to be like one of the lowest in recent times. I'm gonna go with 81 as the cutoff for the 12A. But like once again, remember that these are just predictions, so don't take them too seriously. I hope you see you guys in the future video where I'm gonna be talking about the 12B cutoffs, so stay tuned.